it was astonishing to know about the activities of Bureau of Indian Standards today, specifically in the field of Ayush. The work you have done in a short span of time is really commendable. Very happy to be the part of learned audience here. It's a privilege sitting next to Dev Pujari sir. I thank the organizers for giving me this learning opportunity. I also thank my Director General Dr. Ravi Narayana Acharya ji for deputing me here. Collaboration between Bureau of Indian Standards and CCRS is an ideal situation. Dhyaya Vakya of CCRS is Anusandhanena Abhyudayah, research leading to prosperity, developments, improving lives of the public. The logo of the BIS says Manakaha Pathadarshakaha. They will pay way for its translation of research through standardization. Pathachodakaha also means that they are providing different venues, different directions, removing the obstacles in the pathway. So if both of them work together, they can definitely do wonders. When we coined the title for my presentation, from research to standards, whether research comes first or standard, it's like whether egg is first or hen is first. But we thought, let it be research to standards. It can be actually research and standards because both of them go hand in hand. Both are ever evolving, dynamic, never static. They are intertwined and complementing each other. So, during my presentation, so this is a general background. I don't have to read it out because of the paucity of the time. I will just brief about the activities of CCRS, specifically focusing on the areas in which we can have collaboration with BIS. CCRS took birth in 1969, wherein all the recognized Ayush systems are together. During the course of time, each system got its own council, and as on today, we are focusing only in the field of Ayurveda. And we have 30 peripheral institutions with working on different mandates of CCRS. Mainly, we work in 4 areas: clinical research, literary research, drug research, and fundamental research. I am not going to read the slide because we will be definitely, I am sure organizers are going to share the slides with the participants. And mandates of our 30 peripheral institutions. Clinical research is a major chunk of our activities. This slide shows the progress made by the CCRS, achievements of CCRS in last 10 years with respect to the projects. You can see we are mainly focusing on 5 research areas. Presently, as on today, we have about 30 projects in collaboration with reputed institutions like IISc Bangalore, AIIMS Delhi, NIMHANS Bangalore. This is only a representative list of organizations with which we have collaborations. There are actually many more. We also have tie-up with 38 education institutions. We also work very closely with other government departments like ICMR, Director General of Armed Forces, Ministry of Women and Child Development, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, DST and DBT. Thanks to the joint initiatives by NCISM and the leadership of our present Director General, Dr. Abhinarayana Acharya, we have some schemes for academic institutions to inculcate research culture in them, and also to share the expertise and infrastructure available with the educational institutions. So you can see, you can just read what are those schemes. I am sure you are also aware of these schemes. I am also sure that you are part of many of these schemes, projects. Ayush Diksha is getting established at Kari Bhuvaneshwar. The building construction has already been started and the project is in pipeline. 38 colleges are roped in, Ayurveda institutions are roped in, as I have already informed you. In the drug standardization, we have gained a lot of experience from the time of establishment of council. We have been working in some or the other way. We have in the area of drug standardization, you can see we have completed 37 projects already, 40 are ongoing, and our collaborators are IIT Indore, Gandhinagar, IIM Jammu, CDRI Lucknow, CDAC Pune, etc. And if you see this third thing here, we have many high-end equipment in our peripheral institutes, and we also have recognition like NABL, ISO. 4 of our institutions involved in the drug standardization have some or the other certification and recognition. Then comes to what we have done in the field of drug standardization. About 4,000 formulations we have standardized. Reference standard library is available for more than 200 products. We have developed monographs for pharmacopoeial purposes for ICMR or NIF DST initiatives. We regular trainings also we organize. These are one of the important trainings, but it's a routine activity in CCRS to organize trainings, short-term trainings on drug standardization. Under medicinal plant research, we actually started, the council was started with this activity. When we started in 1969, we started with medicinal plant survey unit. So that has seen a great growth over the years. Agrotechnics, developing agrotechnics is another activity that we are doing under this heading. Pharmacognostical studies of more than 500 plants we have done. In vitro propagation, there is National Drug Repository in Jhansi, Kari Jhansi. It's available in 2 more institutions also. Aushadha Aranyam is a small mini forest developed by following Miyawaki technique. So we also go out of the institution. We roam around in the forest. We go to different areas, tribal areas, or where SC/ST not so privileged population is located, and we provide them healthcare services. We identify medicinal plants. We also collect folklore claims from this area. This endeavor led to development of 5 products that you can see for their clinical application. C1 oil for wound healing, Ayush D for diabetes, Ayush A for bronchial asthma, Caractol S for cancer. The study is going on in collaboration with Tata Cancer in Mumbai. Ayush K1 for chronic kidney disease. Pharmacology research, we focus on developing validating safety and efficacy of different Ayurveda formulations. Fundamental research again focuses on working on fundamental principles of Ayurveda, translating them into the language that is understood by everybody in the scientific community. And also we use the modern technology, modern tool to validate and to bring objectivity to whatever methods we follow for the diagnosis or treatment of the diseases. Literary research, probably Dr. Saket Ram is going to touch upon this area because he was involved in this activity from very long time. APTA is one thing, probably you are going to talk about APTA? Okay. So here we are publishing the biographies of luminaries who have contributed in the field of Ayush. And we also work in the area of manuscripts, their preservation, their translation, catalog we have prepared, IT initiatives are there, publishing rare books, writing critical editions, kind of work we do in the area of literary research. Other details who are our collaborators, it is there in the slide, you can read later on also. Again, I think this slide, Dr. Saket, again to your court probably, you are going to talk on this subject probably. We have presently 7 portals. If nothing else is added off late, I am not aware of it. So you must be knowing about our Namaste portal awareness program also we conduct for the academic institutions. Ayush research portal, I am sure all of you know. This is again to Dr. Saket's court. Probably you may be aware that we have published a book in 2010 that contains 50 research clinical trial protocols. We have validated 160 formulations in 36 different disease conditions. 13 know-how we have developed for technology transfer. Last year, brainstorming on different research areas were held and 20 protocols we could finalize. This is the summary of publication. Last year we had 200 publications, out of which 67 were in index journals. So we also have published 3 research publications, you must be aware of that. The 4th one is a newsletter and 5th one is a CCRS bulletin. So this is a this slide shows the initiatives of CCRS on development of new drugs. There is a long list of products on which we are presently working upon. We are also working in the area of leech therapy, geriatric healthcare, Agni, Kshara and other Upakarmas, Kriya Kalpa for eye diseases and Marma for focusing on vital points. Quality assurance, most of our OPD, IPD or patient care or clinical research units have NABH accreditation. NABL for clinical laboratory and drug standardization laboratory we have. We are also out of total 7, 3 are recognized as drug testing laboratories. GMP certificate is, GLP certificate is there, WHO GMP certification. You can see these quality assurance parameters that we have in place in many of our institutes. All the 14 herbarium units of CCRS are internationally recognized under New York Botanical Garden. National Institute of Indian Medical Heritage is one of the WHO collaborating center for fundamental and literary research in traditional medicine. To wrap up, this is the methodology we follow in research generally: planning, implementation, review, conclude, disseminate and translate. For each stage we have some kind of in-house SOP we can say or guideline in place, and we also follow other prevalent guidelines and we have every year we form a calendar of activities, institute wise, activity wise, and we strictly follow those calendars. That is also one SOP to be followed. We have two events annually. One is Manthan to plan our activities. Another one is Avalakan to review our activities. That is a regular feature. You can see these four guidelines developed by the CCRS, published by the CCRS on various aspects of research. To conclude, I thought we can work in this area specifically with botanical, BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards. One is value addition to already developed standards. I have, during my presentation, I have showed you several things that we have developed. Then endorsement of whatever standards we have already developed, or maybe joint certification. I do not know whether it is actually allowed as per your bylaws, but these are just the ideas. In medicinal plant research, we can develop standards for medico-ethnobotanical survey, SOP for herbarium preparation, SOP for Miyawaki method of plantation. I talked about the mini forest that we have developed. Methods for pharmacognosical evaluation of herbs, test methods for quality control of herbal materials and products by adding newer technologies and parameters. We can also work in the area of Ayurveda dietetics. Lot needs to be done. We can also have you can also finalize SOPs for different procedures like Panchakarma, Agni Karma, leech therapy, Kriya Kalpa and Marma Chikitsa also. CCRS can also support BIS in several ways, like we have expertise and infrastructure. We can also extend our support for testing and conformity assessment through NABL accredited laboratories. We can also help BIS in organizing different workshops like this, or awareness programs, or brainstorming sessions. You talked about standard developing organizations. So some of our recognized laboratories can also play a role like ASDOs. Yeah, that can happen. And you can do we can organize several workshops jointly also, like Ayurveda perspective, or CCRS perspective, and BIS perspective. So many ideas can emerge from such conglomeration. So this is, to conclude, fostering multi-departmental collaboration is keys for CCRS to transform research findings into universally accepted standards for Ayurvedic practices, processes and products. By engaging various sectors and departments, CCRS can strengthen the credibility and impact of Ayurvedic sciences on national and global healthcare system. Thank you one and all for your kind attention. These are some pictures from my institute. And if you want to know more about where is the slide? Please come back to the slide. So yeah, so these are some pictures from my own organization. And if you want to know more about the organization, CCRS is my head office, and carry.gov.in is